Let's talk about fairy tales today. Not the ones we read as children with princesses waiting in towers to be rescued. Let's talk about the ones being written right before our very eyes by grown, powerful women. Women who may have inherited a fairy tale but decided to write their own far more interesting chapters. There's this strange, almost unwritten rule that the world tries to press upon us, the idea that after a certain point, our stories are supposed to grow quieter. But what if I were to tell you that true elegance isn't a privilege of youth but a gift of maturity? What if authentic style blossoms precisely when we stop looking over our shoulders at others and finally start listening to ourselves? Today, we're going to open the door into the life of a woman whose very being is the living embodiment of this truth, a woman with royal blood in her veins and in her heart, an unshakable confidence and a sense of taste honed over decades. We are talking about Caroline, Princess of Monaco. At 67, she is so much more than a style icon. She's living proof that aging can be an art form, that every year lived is not a loss, but a gain. Join me, and together let's try to unlock the secrets to her timeless appeal. To understand Caroline, you first have to understand the shadow in which she grew up. Just imagine being the daughter of Grace Kelly, a legend, the very embodiment of Hollywood glamour and aristocratic restraint. That legacy was both a gift and an immense burden. From the moment she was born, the world compared her to her mother, expecting to see a carbon copy, a second edition of a flawless icon. But Caroline chose a different path. She refused to be an imitation. She absorbed the very best of that legacy, an innate sense of proportion, a love for the classics, the understanding that true elegance whispers, it doesn't shout. But upon that foundation, she built a house of her own. Her style became bolder, more intellectual, at times even rebellious. She proved that you can hold the deepest respect for your roots while still having the courage to walk your own path. And that is her first, and perhaps her greatest lesson for us. Our story is our own, and it is up to us and us alone to decide how to write it. Caroline's wardrobe isn't just a collection of clothes, it's her language, her way of telling the world about herself without a single word. And her chief confidant in this silent conversation for decades has been and remains the House of Chanel. This friendship with Karl Lagerfeld and later with his successors is something more than just a choice of brand. It is a dialogue between two fashion intellectuals. The tweed jacket as she wears it is more than just a classic. It is her armor. It lends structure and confidence. It conveys status but without a trace of haughtiness. She pairs it with jeans, with silk skirts, with simple black trousers, proving every time that one truly high-quality piece can be the foundation for an entire universe of looks. Her Chanel evening gowns. Think of her appearances. There is never anything superfluous. The luxury comes not from the sparkle of sequins, but from the impeccable cut, the nobility of the fabric, and the perfect fit. It is a quiet drama that leaves a far greater impression than any flashy gown ever could. But her world is not confined to a single brand. She masterfully mixes high fashion with simple foundational pieces. A crisp white blouse, perfectly fitting jeans, a cashmere jumper, a light trench coat. In her hands, these items become the notes from which she composes a flawless melody. She teaches us that style isn't about the labels. It's about proportion, about quality, and about the ability to see the soul of a piece and understand how it will come to life on you. And now, let's talk about the most important thing of all, her perspective on age. In a world obsessed with turning back time, Caroline proudly embraces her silver hair. And this is not a gesture of defeat or indifference. It is a deliberate manifesto. Her silver hair is not a sign of growing old. It is a symbol of wisdom, of a life richly lived. It is a crown she wears with royal dignity. She doesn't try to look 30. She relishes being 67. She doesn't hide the lines around her eyes beneath a heavy layer of makeup. She knows that these lines are the map of her life, of her laughter, her tears, and her joys. She reminds the world of a simple yet forgotten truth. Confidence comes from within. True beauty is not about smooth skin. It is the radiance of a soul that shines through one's eyes. Her motto is simple, but it holds immense power. Embrace who you are, and the rest will follow. This doesn't mean giving up. It means ceasing the war with yourself and channeling that energy into creation, into filling each and every day with meaning. And here we come to the very heart of her phenomenon. Caroline's elegance is not just about her clothes. It is her way of life, her philosophy, balance. This is her key to harmony. She is not only a princess but also a mother and a grandmother. She's a tireless philanthropist, a UNESCO Goodwill ambassador, and a person deeply immersed in the world of art and culture. Her life is full. She finds joy not just in the sparkle of society events, but in the quiet of her family circle, in contemplating works of art, in helping others. It is this inner richness that gives her that calm, confident poise that simply cannot be faked. Self-care. She doesn't exhaust herself with diets, but she does maintain a healthy way of eating. She is active. She loves swimming and long walks. Her focus on health is not about chasing a perfect figure. It is about respecting her body, being grateful that it serves her so faithfully. This is the source of her boundless life energy, lessons we can carry with us. So, what can we learn from this remarkable woman? 1. Invest in yourself, not in fleeting trends, but in high-quality classic pieces that will serve you for years and become your faithful friends. Choose what makes you feel strong and confident, not what fashion dictates. 2. Don't chase fashion. Find your style. Fashion passes, but style remains. Find what highlights your individuality, your character, your way of life. Don't be afraid to experiment, but always check in with your inner compass. True elegance is timeless. 3. Embrace your age as a gift. Every stage of life is beautiful in its own way. Silver hair is beautiful. Experience is priceless. Wisdom is your superpower. Stop comparing yourself to the woman you were at 20. Love and embrace the woman you are today. 4. Fill your life with meaning. True beauty comes from within. Read, travel, connect with your loved ones, do what brings you joy. A well-tended soul shines brighter than any diamond. Caroline's style is not a fleeting fancy. It is a wisdom earned through years of experience. It is the understanding of how to remain true to oneself while embracing the natural course of life. Her confidence polished by time, and her grace remind us that true beauty lies in authenticity, in the ability to be yourself without masks or imposed standards. She's living proof that aging can be not just dignified, but dazzlingly beautiful. And what about you? Which moment from Caroline's life or which of her looks inspired you the most? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue this important conversation. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe so we can continue to discover together the secrets to a beautiful, elegant, and happy life at any age. I'll see you again soon.